Okay, welcome back to the channel, everyone. I hope you're all doing well today. And I'm out on the Royal Enfield Meteor 350, just enjoying a ride in the countryside. And I want to talk to you today about some of the things that actually annoy me about this motorcycle. So if you're thinking of buying a Meteor 350, then stay tuned, sit back, relax, and listen to some of the things that are annoying, all the negative things about this motorcycle. Okay, so number one, as you can probably hear already, is when you go for the variant, the Supernova variant, or you equip your bike with the touring screen, you get a lot of wind deflected up off the screen right into your helmet. So if you guys listen, you can probably hear it in the background. If I tuck in behind the screen, just the sound of that lovely 349cc single chugging away. And if I go high up, I get a whistling noise coming past the helmet. But if I go in the sweet spot where I'm most comfortable, I get this turbulent buffeting noise. So some people have written in the comments, other owners of the Supernova, who said they've actually taken the screen off to improve this. It's a shame, really. Pardon me. It's a real shame, actually, because the screen's one of the real nice looking features of the Supernova, and obviously at higher speeds it'd be really nice to stop some of that wind, but it just seems to blow it straight into your helmet. So number one is unfortunately the touring screen. So number two on the list is the lack of storage space on the Meteor 350. So you kind of expect there to be a little panel or lift up the seat or something to put your bits and bobs, half a sandwich, maybe your phone, maybe your GoPro if you're recording videos. But there's not that much on the Meteor 350. There's two side panels that you can access, and they've got battery and fuses underneath them. Nothing really to store anything. So you could opt for optional storage, and that would be good, except for the fact that Royal Enfield, if you want to buy the genuine accessories, only offer a pannier box on the right hand side only, which seems a little bit strange. So you don't have that symmetrical look of panniers both sides of the bike. You can buy aftermarket storage, which could be an option, but if you want something just to put a little phone or sandwich or something like that, then you're actually quite restricted on this bike. Okay, number three on the list of things that annoy me a little bit about this motorcycle is the maintenance schedule. So I've been reading magazines like Ride talking about Triumph, even the Ducati Multistrada, and they quote things like service intervals have been increased to 9,000 miles, 13,000 kilometers, blah blah blah. And so you think, okay, that's great, I can ride this bike for a long, long way without needing a service. Royal Enfield service requirements are every 5,000 kilometers. So think about that for a minute. Every 3,000 miles they want you to take the bike in for a major or minor service, which is kind of annoying, really. So my first service is actually due already, and that is the running in service, which is 500 kilometers or 300 miles. The next service then is due at 5,000 kilometers or 3,000 miles, which is not that much. And then at 10,000 kilometers or 6,000 miles, 15 and 12 respectively. So if you ride this bike a lot, if you use it for commuting, or if you want to do some long distance rides, you're going to be in and out of the garage quite a lot, even if it doesn't need servicing. So that's one of the downsides. Can't help but think that Royal Enfield are pushing you to go to a authorised dealer, so maybe they're making some of their money through parts and servicing and that kind of thing. Okay, number four on the list of things that bug me about the Meteor 350 is delivery times, and the fact that dealers are a little bit, oops, nice Ducati, dealers are a little bit economical with the truth, shall we say, in the fact that they're always promising 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and in reality they don't really know when the Meteors are going to come into stock, and so a lot of people are disappointed, long waits, people have been waiting months for the Meteor, and that's a real shame because they're not managing the customers' expectations correctly, and they're telling us that it's going to be 2 or 3 weeks when it's actually going to be 6 months. And obviously there's a lot of different reasons why that could be. I'm not saying it's the dealer's fault, but they haven't been managing our expectations of when our bikes are going to arrive carefully. Number 4 on things that annoy me about this motorcycle is the tripper navigation system, and partly I haven't been able to set it up because number 1, it's quite hard to find in the Play Store. Eventually when you do find it, it says that it's not compatible with my device because I don't have the most recent version of Android running on my phone. So I think it does 2 versions back. My phone unfortunately is older than that. So that is a little bit of an annoyance. I can't even go in and change the clock. So I'm now set with a tripper saying it's 8 minutes past 9 and the actual time is 18 minutes past 1 in the afternoon. And number 5 on the things that annoy me about the Meteor 350 is the tyres and the ride in general. So and the suspension is quite hard. So if I go over bumps, as you can see there's a few bumps in the road here, it can be a little bit jarring. I believe the suspension is adjustable at the back. You can take some tension out of the springs, and I'm going to try and soften it up a little bit because I don't really want hard suspension on the Meteor. I want it to be a little bit more like the Interceptor. So if I go over these bumps, yeah, it is a little bit jarring on the rear end. So that's my 5th thing that annoys me about this bike, and that is the softness of the suspension, which is a combination between the suspension itself and also the tyre choice. And if you did enjoy this video, please do consider subscribing to the channel. Hit the notification icon, you'll get more updates as we launch new videos. There'll be loads more Royal Enfield content coming up because I love this little bike. And if you did like the video today, please do drop us a like. That would really help with the YouTube algorithm, the fickle beast that it is. And if you've got any thoughts on what we talked about, then drop a comment. Maybe you're a Meteor owner, maybe there's something I've missed. Maybe you agree with me, maybe you disagree with me, but I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Right, as I just sweep round this bend, enjoying the afternoon sun as it comes back out, I'll bid you farewell and safe riding, everyone. Catch you in the next one.